Welcome back at Rody, where we are gonna pop the question: how good were Mark Manson's books actually? And in this video, we will be covering Models, Subtle Art, Not Giving a Fuck, Everything is Fucked by Mark Manson. What did they all have in common? Mark Manson's book till now are all written between 210 and 270 pages, which, if you look at all the books that you can read, are average to a little bit small. So for readers who want to go into self-development, this writer could actually be a very good option. You will get info and good ideas from these books, and they're very clear by the language that he uses. He does have some critics on the language he's using, because his language could be a bit rude, as you obviously see on some titles, but it is more about the ideas that he is presenting. Let's go through these three books and then let's see what is common between these books and what is the pattern that we see through the books. So in the first book, Models, he talks about honesty, attract women through honesty, and this is where your identity as a man, because the book is written for men, comes into play. The book talks about that you are okay with who you are and that you communicate towards women and be vulnerable in this. His argument here is that you will attract women who really like you for who you are, and that it is when it's not a fit that you don't use any tricks to make the girl magically fall in love with you. If we go to the second book, Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, he talks about values and what you find really important in life and what to not give a fuck about. That's basically what the book is saying, and I do know that these ideas are very simple, but that is actually what the book is built around. In the last book, Everything is Fucked, he talks about hope, and he does recommend that the time that we're living in right now is very valuable and very uncommon. We don't have war, we actually have a very comfortable way of living at the moment. Even though we have Corona right now, that might switch it, but the book was written in 2019. When this book talks about hope, he does bring up some controversial topics where he actually says the things that you're doing in your life are not making an impact, and I can't believe that can provoke some critics, which he obviously had on the internet, but as he says in all his book, he doesn't give a fuck about it. So that's basically good. So in the end, we have to pick a conclusion for these three books that we have read, and if I would recommend them to you, and the answer would be yes. Definitely, if you want to get into attracting women and dating, the book Models is a very good book to read. If you're struggling on what you find important in life, you would go for Subtle Art, Not Giving a Fuck. And in the last book, this book is a very good option if you have a lot going on in your life, but you don't feel the really fulfillment and when to settle and be okay with the person who you are. So yes, there are some situations where you can really use these books. So Mark Manson, I would definitely recommend. So guys, I hope you liked this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.